Tonight, the postseason begins under the lights at Martinsville Speedway. The 7-Up 700 is here, a crown jewel, a pressure cooker, and the official start of the playoffs. From this point forward, the margin for error disappears. 8 drivers enter the postseason. By the end of this opening round, 2 will be gone, and there may be no tougher place to start than this half mile. Martinsville doesn't reward flash, it rewards control, long runs, tire management, track position, and staying out of trouble in heavy traffic. It's a race where patience early becomes power late, and where one restart can change the entire playoff picture. All season long, one name has hovered over this field: Milk, regular season champion, the benchmark in the standings, and historically one of the strongest drivers at tracks like this. Short tracks and intermediates have been his foundation all season long, and this particular race has always been one he circles. If there's a place to start a title run, it's here. But the pressure is different now. A points cushion doesn't matter in the playoffs. Execution does. Right behind him sits NLS, top-tier pace everywhere, adaptable at every track type, and closing the gap at Martinsville compared to earlier in the year. If there's a driver capable of matching pace and forcing the issue late, it's him. He doesn't need chaos, just track position and a clean night. Then there's the rest of this playoff field fighting to survive the cut. Pumps have built a season on consistency and clean finishes. Mopar continues to improve and tends to finish better than he runs, a valuable trait at a place like this. Weave's smooth, mistake-free style fits Martinsville perfectly. Joshua and the drivers near the cut line know one thing: a bad night here puts everything on the line heading into Chicago. That's what makes this event so important. Martinsville doesn't just hand out a trophy tonight, it defines the playoff storylines. A win locks momentum, a mistake creates pressure, and by the end of this round, 2 championships hopes will already be finished. Short track, crown jewel, playoff opener. The road to the championship starts now at the 7-Up 700.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Valvoline Cup Series 7-Up 700 Crown Jewel race here in Martinsville Speedway. We don't have a commentator tonight, but we will have a fun 125 lap show for you tonight. Hope you all enjoy. We'll do interviews after the race.
okay with this? Here we come, fellas. Be ready.
What a race we saw for the 7 Up 700, a crown jewel in the Valvoline Racing Series. It was an amazing race here tonight. A rookie, for the first time in Valvoline history, a rookie wins the 7 Up 700. I don't know if he'll ever be back in this series again. Hopefully he is able to return. We're going to join the interview room now to give out our interviews. And we're here with your drivers. And first up, we're going to try to take a talk with Impact. Impact, you got me?
Yep.
So, Impact, you had an amazing race. You were up there with the leaders all day long. What was it, do you think, that solidified your victory here?
It's my favorite track on the game. That in Bristol. I like the short tracks. I do the best at these tracks. And, I just riding, just following Milk around and trying to avoid that 57 car majority of the race. And then on the last pit stop, I pitted when the window opened, took 4 tires because my teammate in another league did that and won the race. So that's what I went with. And once I seen Milk stay out, I knew what his strategy was, taking 2 tires, and I knew I'd be able to catch that in no time and have better tires, just praying for no caution.
Yeah, but speaking of that caution, how much risk do you think was involved in going with that strategy of pitting as soon as the window opened?
When it was getting close to that time, about 10 laps before that, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, all right, we've had a good run, no caution. The league race I had right before this one, I did the same thing, a different track. I pitted as soon as the window opened, and 2 laps later, a caution came out, and I got stuck a lap down. I was like, man, it can't happen twice at my favorite track. So we're going to go for it, and let's hope there's no caution. And luckily, that's the way it was.
Yeah, that's an amazing win. I mean, great call for the strategy. And one more question here, Impact. Can we expect to see you ever again in the Valvoline Racing Series?
Yeah, man. We want you back, man.
Yeah, I'm old. Usually I'm in bed at this time because I usually work Saturdays, but I'm not working tomorrow, so that's why I raced it. Plus, it was Martinsville. But yeah, I'm around.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your first win. I will DM you your certificate, as well as any other things that come with winning a Valvoline Racing Series race. Congratulations, and have a great night, Impact.
Yep, you too, man. Thanks.
We're going to move to your second place finisher, Pumps, driver of the number 20, in a fun little paint scheme here with his teammate Milk. Pumps, you fought hard all day long. You weren't up front with top 2 all night, but you definitely had pace. Pumps, just walk me through those final few laps of the race and how you ended up in second.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really long journey there. I mean, I went from third, I went to the back, I went all the way back up to the front again. It was a really rough journey to get there. Definitely avoiding a few lap cars going through the field, and I don't know, making my way through it, trying to keep pace with you guys. I think I made one really good strategy call, but Impact had it the best.
Yeah, Pumps, and what can you use from this race, or what experience can you use that you learned from this race to move forward in the playoffs and kind of go for a championship?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I think I gotta learn to be even more patient than I was tonight. I mean, I got that pretty good. I waited for good passing opportunities before I passed cars, and I kind of figured my way out through getting around people. I think getting around people is a really big thing to me. I have to know. The biggest thing would be knowing when I'm faster and when is a good time to pass, and when I'm slower and maybe I'll gain more time just sitting in the draft from the car in front of me.
Well, I mean, yeah, good job, Pumps. You had an amazing run tonight. Congratulations on your second place finish in the 7 Up 700. I believe this is your best finish in this race, isn't it?
I thought I finished second at the last one, if I'm not mistaken, unless I was somewhere else. But
well, tying your personal best in this crown jewel. Maybe you'll get it next year. But congratulations, Pumps, on your runner-up finish here at Martinsville. We're gonna move.
Congrats, Impact.
We're gonna move a little further down in the pack, not too far down, but we're gonna go to Bryce Benton. I think was next, right?
Hello.
Bryce, you had a strong car. You had some pretty good pace all night long, but maybe a couple mistakes, Bryce. What went wrong for you where you lost contention of this win?
Yeah, I think I just had another Bryce choke. I don't think I was gonna win anyway because I was clearly on the wrong strategy as I always am. But yeah, I think we had probably one of the fastest cars, even maybe the fastest car. But I don't know. It was just I just kind of kept making mistakes. I'm just not very consistent at this track. I mean, I was getting better and better as the race went, but I still wasn't great, and I was making those mistakes. Obviously, had those 2 spins that kind of cost me a lot. The first one didn't do a whole lot because I was able to get back up there. The second one kind of ruined my race. But honestly, I think still I did what I needed to do. I got P4. I mean, I'll take it. And at Martinsville, honestly, a top 5 is honestly a win. And yeah, I think it was overall fun race. I think I pretty much just did what I needed to do.
Yeah, using this race and what you did tonight, how are you going to move forward in the playoffs, especially with some other tactical and hard tracks further on in the season?
Yeah, I mean, it does give me some confidence because I haven't been that fast in the past few races, and having speed here kind of gave me a little bit of confidence. And it's Chicago next, right?
Yes, Chicago Street Course.
Yeah, I feel good for that race, just because it's a road course and I like the road courses. And I mean, I don't fully know how I'm at the road courses in this game because I didn't do. I think it was like the Glen earlier this season, but I still think I should be solid. And another thing is I've driven it multiple times in iRacing, so I do know the track pretty well, so it does help. But yeah, obviously a completely different game, but I should be still pretty solid, I would hope.
Yeah, well, we'll see if Bryce Benton in the number 9 can use his iRacing experience to get the win next week at Chicago. Congratulations, Bryce, on your little comeback here in the 7-Up 700. Have a great night. Thank you for racing.
Yep.
Moving further down your lineup here, we're going to go to who's next here. Who do we have? We have G Cool, Mopar. We're going to go to Mopar. Mopar, how are you doing, Mopar?
So far so good. I'm still happy about the finish. I know I was happy about qualifying, starting 4th, and just staying calm, staying consistent. I don't know what was going on. I mean, I got hit by the 57. He took out basically me, Weeb, and G Cool, which is not cool. But I just kept going, didn't pay attention, and you know, I know my car wasn't great. I'm looking for setups, which that's the problem for me. Trying to stay in contention in the playoffs, but next to Chicago Street Course, I might suck at that track because I try to figure that track out myself, and I can't even figure out what line should I choose. I mean, but I'm gonna give it a shot. If I don't keep spinning out, which that's the problem with the Cup car, is that with no diffuser in the back holding it down, that's probably what's going on, you know.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna try to at least get something out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you had a good race. You fought really hard. I mean, you didn't get the result that you may have wanted, but using what you learned tonight with the sharp corners and all the other things that come at Martinsville, how are you going to use the positive things out of tonight to move forward in the playoffs and especially at another tactical track like Chicago?
I'm gonna keep going. I mean, if everybody starts screwing up in Chicago, then I'm gonna just keep charging. You know, I'm not gonna go full blown chill. I'm just gonna take my time around Chicago because there's a lot of hectic bumps around that track. But tight turns, I could try. And with the horsepower range with these cars, they probably won't give you enough momentum out of the hole. But you could use it as your advantage. Just take your time. You know, don't push it too hard.
Yeah, that's the mindset you're gonna want going further into these playoffs. I mean, good job racing tonight, Mopar. We'll see you next week at Chicago.
I'll be there.
We're going to move on to the driver of the number 3 this week, Weeb. Weeb, you got me?
What's up? Yes, sir.
So, Weeb, you had a fun little event here tonight. You ran somewhere around mid-pack. Just walk me through your night, anything that may have went wrong, or something that went positive. Any of the two.
Oh, not fucking positive. This fucking track, I wish I could burn in hell. Like, I'm telling you what, man, this shit, like, how people break and I have to rely on my own skills and other people's skills. Shit, it's like a roller coaster of going back and forth, knowing what to break, and then if you overcommit, you would fucking send somebody, and then they would bitch at you, or I'll bitch at you, and just it's a full-on calamity, and I fucking hate it, man. I'd rather race in Dover. You know how I feel about it, but just I'm not sure about this. I like this racetrack. It's just I'm just worried about other people, and I'm worried about my damn self. I don't know, man. It's a shit show, but hey, it's a short track. We gotta love the old racing, but let's go to Dover. That's all I care about. So, it's what it is what it is.
That is an amazing quote. Weeb, is there anything you're looking forward to at Chicago Street Course next week?
To dominate, but my dreams, I don't fucking know. I want to win the championship, but if I win the championship, I don't know. Give me a penny. Send me a penny, and that's all I care about.
Okay, I'll send you that penny if you win the championship. Good job racing tonight,
Oh,
Weeb.
thank you.
I'm glad to
See ya.
have you here, number 3. In your final
Appreciate-
interview of the night, Mr. 19, G Cool. G Cool, I mean, you had some pace tonight, but you also had a lot of struggles, G Cool. Walk me through what could have gone better for you in the Milk Motorsports 19 Toyota.
Being able to restart with the pack towards the end of the race, because I don't know, probably up to 5th at one point, I feel like, and then I don't know what happened. I need some help on the rest of the schedule, though. I don't know where I'm going to end up in points after tonight. Probably not too good, but
Yeah, well, that's okay. I mean, you're known for good technical skill in other games. Do you think you can carry some of that technical skill to tracks like Darlington and Chicago Street Course to further move yourself in these playoffs?
Darlington for sure. No, Chicago, I probably got to practice a little bit, but I thought I would have been good at Martinsville. I just don't know what happened.
Yeah, Jekyll, considering you had to gain 90 points to get into the playoffs, how far do you think you can bring yourself through these playoffs and try to make a run at the championship?
I hate to say it, I feel like Darlington's going to be my push to get in again.
I got
Unless, some people are really garbage at Chicago next week, then it might make it a little easier. But
I mean, we're probably going to have some of that at Chicago. I mean, we're going to be honest. It's some very, very
as I say, I don't feel like a lot of people are good road racers in our group, so I feel like that might help. But
yeah, it'll be a little chaotic, but
I feel like I'll probably gain a little bit next week, and then Darlington, I'll just be on point, and I'll be all right.
Yeah, well, it might have been a tough night tonight, Jekyll. But if I know you for anything, it's getting over those tough nights and moving on. Especially based on what we saw for you to get in the playoffs, I have a lot of confidence you'll be able to get through these playoffs and contend for this championship.
Yeah, I didn't finish last. I got a few stage points, so I'll be all right.
And that's going to wrap up our broadcast here for the 7up 700. I appreciate every one of you for watching. All 3 of you. There was 3 people watching this at our peak. Well, thank you all for watching the 7up 700 here tonight. Crown jewel of the Valvoline Cup Series. We'll see you all next week at Chicago Street Course for probably the most chaotic race to ever be raced. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.